My purpose of telling y'all all of this is because there is officials that are not doing their job, judges that aren't doing their job, children that are hurting their mothers, fathers, whatever, their cousins, okay? And this is what happened. So, I got to Arkansas and I was unable to get Paige and she was unalive. And my family was in question, okay? Another way to say it. And it tore me apart. My niece, Paige was my only niece. Let me put it like this. Paige was a good mother, she was good. She never got in trouble in South Carolina. Never was arrested, not one time. She was a good wife. She was a good niece. She worked 2 jobs to see that her family was cared for, okay? She always carried a smile, regardless of what that day bring. She had a great heart. She didn't deserve this. Okay? Now that hurts me to say this. I think my family's involved. My sister, her mother, her boyfriend. Okay, no. Marsha is unreliable. She's unpredictable. She is... when I left before this happened, she attacked me a couple times. She made my right eardrum, I can't hear out of it any longer. She attacked me, pulled my hair out, numerous times. She attacked me on Christmas, and thank gosh that some of my friends were there and they led her to the door and she saw her way out. She's very jealous, and Paige and her never get along. Now, Marsha never really was a mother to Paige and Marshall, because in Atlanta, Georgia, she was working at a bar. And I guess that she didn't hear them wake up or whatever. And they ended up in the dumpster outside, of the apartments. Steve and I came and fought for custody in Georgia for them. Got custody, went back to Orlando, Florida. And y'all, mind you, I already had 3 children. And so we carried this load. And Marsha and Jeff weren't really supposed to be around him, but we allowed that. So they moved to Orlando, Florida for a minute. And then they were doing good, and I saw fit to give them back. I should have never gave them back. I have to live with that today. So they moved back to Arkansas. And Marsha's wild. And Jeff met this woman named Cheryl. And they fought for custody and got it. So, Marsha is a big time liar. I left home Gary and Joy's when I was 15. And I took Marsha with me. Okay, it was bad because, I was the bad one. I told on Gary because he was touching us and their own children. Gary and Joy's children. Me, Beth, Marsha. And I'm the bad one. I wasn't even allowed to talk to my sisters going down the hallway. And I was a trouble child? No. Y'all, if you're going to child molest people, don't put the blame on the child that you're doing it to. No, I had a mouth and I stood up and I had a backbone and I still do today. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Gary and Joy. But I forgive you and I love you. Peace, God be with you, but stay the fuck away from me. Anyway, my cousin Jeff took his own life. From what I understand, Josh is in prison. And it's his father's fault. So that being said, y'all, before you go touching children, you don't have to act on that urge, okay? And we need to find a cure for it or a pill for it so y'all stop doing it. Because it messes a child's life up. So stop it. So anyway, back to Marsha. So she ended up screwing my husband, Greg Malone, when Laura was 6 weeks old. After I took care of her. Got her out of that child molestation from my uncle. This is my thanks. Okay. So anyway, went many years without talking to her. I should have left it at that. So, anyway, I got stuck in Arkansas for 7 months. And it was kind of crazy. But I left here without my truck and my trailer. Full of everything. Brand new stuff to start a new business. To a Jed towing over in Searcy, Arkansas. Yeah. Everything I worked for. Other than the stuff that I put in Kentucky in storage. So I go back to Jimmy Waycroft's house Jr. in Lexington, South Carolina instead of Mobile, Alabama. And that's when the real nightmare began. After I just escaped a nightmare. So, he took it upon himself to make my life a living hell. I was mentally, verbally abused every single day. For 7 years. Okay, never, in all the years I've known him, ever called the police on him. I respected and just knew that the law was going to make this stop. And saw justice, but they didn't. And it finally came down to it October 25th of this year. He went to court. I couldn't be there because I had already gone. And he pled guilty. Because he is guilty. He got all of 7 hours served in jail. Of 7 years of abuse. Wow. Okay. Now listen to what happened after I got back there. Okay. So things got pretty rough. So I rented a trailer. And Sister Scare helped me. And y'all, I mean, I was a wreck after getting out of Arkansas and my niece's death. And I was pretty devastated. And I kind of knew exactly, it's hard to, really grasp that your family's involved in killing their own daughter and laying down back with the man that did it. And the law's doing nothing about it. Still today, 4 years later. Nothing. Okay. So, I moved in this trailer in this trailer park. Y'all, I would not have let my dog live in it. It was filthy, nasty. And so, I said, well, I have no options. I have no choice. So, I cleaned the trailer park up. I cleaned that trailer, and it took me a month to get that trailer clean and livable. So, I get Beth in her bedroom, because she laid on her back and did nothing. And anyway, so, get her over there, stable and everything. And, Jim and Clark is still steadily whore, cunt, slut every day, even over at my own house. Now, mind you, I did not know that his sister worked for the man that owned the trailer. Okay, this came in 2 years later. When I was wrongly evicted. Okay. Now, I got pregnant at the age of 56 years old. Okay. Jimmy was so proud to go tell everybody that I'm pregnant. But he so sure ghosted me, left me at Walmart on many occasions, stranded there with an ice cold. Didn't care. Well, he went and saw whomever. But I'm the whore. No. And he has lied to the police, and they've gone along with his story. Knowing, and I know they know different, because they know me. I've been there since 1992. They know the story. But then I asked myself, why would they lie for this thing? I mean, then I found out they're being paid. Money's involved. Okay, so I'm pregnant. I have no vehicle. Okay, wait. Let me back up. I had a car after I lost my truck and my trailer. Jimmy Wayne Clark Jr. says, I gotta go run to the house for a minute. I believe he stopped, unplugged the oil, let your oil out, ran the car hard, and parked it back there. Okay. Then the neighbors took it upon themselves to bust out the windows, and save the tires. I called the police. They did nothing about it. Nothing. Dropped that case. Okay. They had a gunshot in the trailer park from a drug dealer. A bullet went across my sister's head. Dropped that case. Was being verbally abused by 2 people that had just committed murder in Red Roof Inn over in Columbia, South Carolina. Saw it on the news. Just 2 days prior, I took him to the store. That scared the ever-living life out of me. Drop that case. My dog got shot by the drug dealer in the trailer park. Drop that case. Why did Lexington County drop all these cases? My identity got stolen. They dropped the case. I got robbed by Jimmy Wayne Clark's girlfriends. They dropped that case. Why? Okay. I wonder why. Took information to Judge Myers on the death of my niece and have information on it. So I went to court. Okay, get this. I go to South Carolina with a clean driver's license. Not been in trouble since 2008. No, nothing. Alright. So I am, okay. After he vandalized my car, I had to wait 7 months and save up to get this Jeep. Trying to pay my bills. Feed myself. I'm pregnant. Wait, do you hear this one? So I get this Jeep. Okay. And I'm sitting in Jimmy, because I had to go back to his house because I got wrongfully evicted because Jimmy Wayne Clark Jr. wanted to keep me under his thumb. So his sister talks to her boss, the owner of the trailer park, and wrongly evicts me. After I cleaned up the trailer park, had this trailer that I'm living in, which should have been condemned, livable. I have pictures. I have proof of everything I'm saying. Okay. Her husband, ex-con, John Bennett, works for ex-sheriff Metz. My daughter, Laura Malone, which has stolen money. I know this has every bit of it. She is also beating the hell out of me. Her and Josh, she turns in the back seat. I was in the back seat of my vehicle. And then she turned, both of them smacking me dead in the face. Beat the hell out of me. Got away with it. Why? Okay. You can't tell me there's not money involved. Unless cops just do this without being paid just to do it for out of meanness too. I mean, tell me my belief. I mean, I always believed in preachers and cops and doctors and that they do the right thing. But no, they don't. So I'm living here in Lexington, South Carolina. I'm trying at this point to get the hell up out of there quick like. So I get this vehicle, Jeep, and I'm trying to get the hell out of there because I can't take it anymore. Every day, y'all. You cunt, slut, whore, and just, I couldn't take it anymore. I load my Jeep up. Just bought it. Get the hell out of there. I was going over to Skylar. I want to play safe. That's when I was going to go insure it. I didn't make it there. South Congaree stopped me. Okay. I just got it. No insurance. He tows my vehicle. I go back to Jimmy Wayne Clark. The cop took me back there. Is this a setup or what? Okay. I had enough stuff. I went to Kentucky, bought all my stuff back there. I've been robbed 3 times by his little girlfriends. I had nothing left to leave there with. The cops knew all this, and they let it go on. I tried every which way to go back every time there was a court date. I'm trying to work, but Jimmy Wayne Clark is vandalizing my vehicle. They did everything they could do my children and Jim Wayne Clark and the police to dim my light, to stop my word, to preach it for God, to let everybody know y'all can make it. No matter what this world gives to you, you're strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. I just can't believe that someone in the world is trying to do good and they're trying to keep them down. Even the police. What's up with that? And your own children that you gave your life for. I mean, Jim Wayne Clark can go to hell for all I care. That's where he needs to be. But my children in the public, come on, y'all. Y'all better than that. I'll get back with y'all later.